is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever.
Bueno, llevo todo este rato hablando solo porque creo que tenía el mute encendido. Y como habéis visto, he estado dudando bastante entre qué escoger, pero al final retórica me parecía lo más importante. Estaba entre savoir-faire, creo que era, y los demás. Algunos hay más inútiles que otros, pero ese de robar y que no te detecten, ser atlético, ese me ha gustado. Y pero al final de retórica, que puede adivinar si alguien miente, sacar buenas conclusiones. No existe nada, tan solo una negrura primordial.
Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it. You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
A mí la verdad que nada me da miedo.
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage. Alright, nothing down to fuck all borough.
Ahí están.
Great choice, Elder One. It has always been like this, and it always will. The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man-meat around you. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache. A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a
Había escuchado bastante este juego, pero quería probarlo yo mismo porque Parece extraño de cojones. Pero por lo visto es de los mejores juegos de la historia. Ah, que se juega así, en plan... Ah, no, vale. A ver... Ah, mira. Al cuadrado me meto aquí. Al triángulo a nada. Círculo nada. A la X nada. Vale. Acabo de levantar. Le doy la cabeza. Está borrachísimo. Toma. A ver, ventilador.
A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade.
Bien, bien. Hemos empezado bien.
What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie, with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you a terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. The lights are off.
Vale. Un cristal roto.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean.
O sea, que se ve el océano. Si le vuelvo a dar.
The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist, like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its frame. Congratulations, you smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your... You mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it? A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Ok. Vamos a ponernos esto. cojones es eso que sale?
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your foot. It says
Ah,
word
vale.
in rags on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched.
Vale. Hostia, ir solo con un zapato debe ser lo peor, ¿no? Ah, otra vez la ventana, vale. Quiero mirar todo bien porque me parece un poco... Este juego... Salud, moral... A ver... Apretados en la entrepierna. Le sube la electroquímica. Ya, pero es que... ¿Qué hago? ¿Me los quito? ¿Cómo se puede quitar? Pues mira. Es que no me sale los cojones que me quite electroquímica. A ver. Empapados de meado y con manchurrones de esperma. Joder. Pues sí. Luego vamos a buscarlos.
The fan is spinning. The blades come squeaking to a halt.
¿40 centimillos? ¿Qué son? Toma. Te has topado con un contenedor cerrado. Equípate una palanca. ¿Cómo? ¿Qué dice, chaval? Anda, mira. Pues mira. Ya tengo los zapatos. Joder, te quita todo savoir-faire. Si encuentro otros pantalones.
There they both are. 2 identical shoes. Both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Reunited on your feet. Good, they're balanced. Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now.
Vale, a ver si me dice algo la tía esta. ¿Cómo? Por aquí he entrado, ¿no? Hostia, chaval, ¿pero qué dices? Ah, vale. No.
Hello, officer.
Marzo del año 51, vale.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
No.
The young woman shakes her head slowly.
No, you're a police officer, sir. I'm not, unless you've been shitting us all this time. You've been here for 3 days, on official business, no less. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Esto es una tirada de habilidad crítica. Probar la expresión con ella al de saber que le deseas físicamente. Hostias. No, es que ahora no pega, ¿no?
Could it be because of the drinking? Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
Hostia, es que fíjate qué puta fea es. Casi que se ve mejor en lo otro, pero en la imagen esa de la izquierda, qué fea es. Aunque yo tampoco... No me ha dicho nada de los pantalones. Bueno.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Uf. O sea, es como una yonki, pero luego tiene medio buen cuerpo, ¿no?
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you've said the words a million times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Yes. There was the usual ruckus, loud disco music. I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here. Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration, prime. Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on. I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, disco stopped, and then a slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. That it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now, it was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was. Then you started screaming and trashed the place. No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like a window was smashed. A tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think, there was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have
Joder, para no escucharse, ha escuchado todo, la hija de la gran puta.
I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it. The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city. You're in a hostel, sir. We are in Revachol.
Revanche.
Is the disgraced former capital of the world. divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
You sure look like you're from Raibow. Raibow parties.
Soy de Rebachol.
You're in a hostel. We are in Raibow.
Raibow is the disgraced former capital of the...
Yeah.
Esto.
Those words tell me something else. Feel like something you said
vale.
times before. Your mouth is the very shape of...
It's 51. Yeah.
No,
Glad
ya
to
no.
have been of assistance.
Sí, es que ya le he hablado de todo. Aquí puedo abrir. ¿Qué pollas? ¿Y me la he guardado o qué? Una colilla, a ver. Objetos. Ah, vale, ¿no? Vale.
The door is closed. This door can only be opened with a key from the inside.
Vale. Claro, como este juego es de PC, tiene esas formas de interactuar. Hombre, de momento no parece juego, uno de los mejores juegos de la historia ni tal, pero como me habían dicho, ponían en las listas, pero bueno, igual es pronto, a ver qué tal.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul. Utterly. And it needs to be through a PA system. By other people. You should sing the sad, slow song you were listening to last night. Thought it was obvious. Service them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad. You have to find out how the song goes first, though. Maybe a tape of something appropriate would help. A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring me. A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it. Most likely on a wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
Yo le diría esto.
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Esto. Ahora toca esto.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
Emma, what did you ride in? Take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room? Oh, it's not? You're right, it's not. Oh no, you're a hero.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
Emma, where did you ride in? Take the body down. You're right, you didn't, and it's only taken you 3 days not to. No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here. No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
Tienes toda la pinta de
That
camarera.
period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager.
Vamos a tocarle los huevos.
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in. She just, you know.
Vete a la mierda. Un rato. ¿Qué coño es esto? Hay alguien trabajando en la cocina. Sylvie. Sylvie.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Voy a coger las pastillas. Forma física desafiante despertarlo.
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you
Se
have
me
morale
imagino en la
damage.
esquina inferior izquierda de la pantalla. Sobre el retrato del personaje. Vale. Voy a despertarlo a ver qué pasa.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly in a ship's engine room.
¿Esto qué es? A ver esta señora que dice.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like, as you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Es que yo preguntaría esto.
He is your half-brother.
Es tu medio hermano.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the
Hostia, el
41st.
41.
You realize he's waiting for you. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
La verdad es que no recuerdo mi nombre.
Raphael Ambrosius Gusto.
Me llamo Rafael Ambrosius Cousteau.
No, you won't. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name.
Yes, well. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually.
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
No.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the crowd. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
¿Ha bajado el cadáver del árbol? No.
So, the body is still...
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have...
where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
Mola que mi personaje entienda las cosas. Porque creo que depende que elijas sabe un texto u otro y puede ser muy retrasado.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse.
Pero he visto a otros pasar por cosas peores.
If you need something for your headache,
Joder, qué comprensiva la gente, ¿no?
but as I say, the dead body should be our #1 concern. I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the citizens' militia on yours. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General. Yes. They are not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pat. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage. But again, it's none of my concern. You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down
All right, come on. If he hasn't
Si
said
él no
anything
se ha
about your
quejado,
lack of pants, no one will. You're only hurting yourself by not wearing them.
si él no se ha quejado de que no lleven los pantalones... Ah, vale, o sea que es consciente de que no lleva pantalones la gente y él, vale. ¿Y si te dijera que no soy agente? Vale, pues vamos.
Officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him when...
Venga. A ver, gilipollas.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He...
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi.
Ah, o sea que es así de gilipollas.
This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Prison 41...
Todavía estoy barajeando algunos nombres.
Fantastic.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report.
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only
Mentira,
temporarily
eres
taking
un camarero, hijo puta.
Do you have a number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Janley. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective. I have everything. You?
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would? Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through. I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job. What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him. She went away because none of your business.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
¿Acaso no se puede decir? Hostia, esta es muy buena.
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvia went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Thank you.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
Le pedí salir a una empleada. No quería ir, pero se sentía obligada. Fue una mala idea, hostias. Todo tiene que ver con
Good
todo.
for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
¿Y si le vuelvo a preguntar esto?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job. What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him. She went
Vale.
away.
Have they not been telling me you're a cop?
Oh my god, what is your obsession with this Sylvie person? Get over it. She went away.
Have they not been
Vale.
Okay,
Otra vez
you got
aquí.
me.
Thank you.
No fue bien. Y aquí
She didn't want to come, but felt obliged.
supongo que me gusta ser minucioso.
And I did. Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
Eso es todo.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
130 reales. No te debo una mierda.
Oh, you don't owe me shit. Well, officer, you're right. You don't owe me shit. You owe...
We do not need to assert ourselves here. We only need instructions from him. This is the proprietor, remember?
You know, I get this all the time. Some hobo comes in here, or some backpacking arsehole off the boat. The next day, when they can't make their fees, they get aggressive. I just never thought I'd be in this shit with a cop. Please, just give me the money.
Quedas detenido.
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability. Let's see. Another thing
Pero que ya me quiero ir, me
is
cago en
half
la
the
puta,
bar.
no puedo.
You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard... You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything.
Voy a intentar esa mierda, a ver.
Did someone order
Toma.
a fair, farcical reading of the law? More than one.
Alguien ha pedido una lectura vaga, eso ya era, ¿eh? Negativa a ayudar a un oficial de la PARTE. Me pregunto qué pensaría Sylvie de esto.
But it's not inane. I just...
It is cruel of you. A man has been killed. File a request for compensation with Station 41. We need to work now.
Toma, muy bien.
Okay, you'll only have to pay for the window and the drinks. That's 70. I'll get the rest from your
Esos son
stupid
70.
station.
Pesado de los cojones. No
Fine,
pagaré la
take it
venta.
off the bill. You want to sleep in a post-apocalyptic shithole? Go ahead, but I'm not giving you another room. Don't thank me. You still owe me 30 for the drinks. If you don't have it by tonight, I'm not...
That's enough now, sir. Good day.
By the way, where is her? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be some in time or space.
Ambos.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Yes? What do you want to know? Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit. Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him.
Hostia, linchamiento,
There is an
chaval.
ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company, Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers union is the de facto police in Martinez.
La mafia
Now it
portuaria.
appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. That's us, the Raibow Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city. Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer. No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. I'm relieved that you agree. Anyhow, let's get back to the case. Was there anything else you wanted to know?
Vale. Volvamos al caso. Podemos volver a repasar la información.
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition. You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. Better still than an imbecile cop-off. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. Later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Good.
No response. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Not a fact. It's just the nature of you.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the Decomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal
Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist. The worker isn't a deep. Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from. Into the primordial duct.
No idea. Looks like he works for Buenas, a logistics company who owns and operates the harbor. Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drink.
The worker continues to nap, undisturbed.
Joder,
despite
otra
you
vez.
shaking him. This guy is a real juggernaut of sleep.
Vale. ¿Cómo? ¿Qué es esto? Interiorizar. No sé bien para qué sirve interiorizar este pensamiento. Vale, 0%. Vale, no veo ningún tipo de avance. Voy a quedarme aquí un segundo a ver si encuentro algo que me ayude a... Tengo que hablar con los personajes. Vale, pues sí, estoy haciéndolo. De momento. Lo que no sé qué es esto. Lo de interiorizar. Esto no sé qué es. Pero bueno. ¿Ya has jugado este juego y por eso lo sabes? Ah, vale, me da +1 en enciclopedia. Sí, de momento estoy viendo todo más o menos. A ver. Vale, le he dado a hablar con este tío. Puta policía. Ah, vale. No quiere hablar. Está de mal humor. Vale, el carruaje de la policía, ¿cuál es este?
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery. bearing
Vale,
the
pues
number
voy a...
57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of it. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion.
Voy a abrir la puerta e investigar.
In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a Pull out toolbox under the seat and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Coger la radio.
The tableau lights up, and the green button late the soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
Muchas gracias, Biurri. Que te vaya a ti también bien en el juego.
Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 40th.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
Aquí pisa fuego, Sam. Esto es lo que diría yo.
This is Officer Alice Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Receive. Hold on, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsaragi slowly begins to tap a little rhythm with his
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
Como 1.000.000 de kilómetros.
All right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you? No, not me. No, sorry, I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the corpse. No one calls the police. The Union would get angry. You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here. I don't know what to tell you, officer. I didn't call you because I didn't want to get in trouble with the others, with the Union. I'm sorry about that. No, sorry. I don't. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use...
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer.
Yeah, go on. You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir. Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone. You know who?
You think you hear a sliver of accusation in her words. Don't be paranoid. She's obviously talking about someone else, not you.
No seas paranoico, es evidente que se...
What? No, why would you even think that? Please, don't bring Gar into this. It's not... I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again. You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, you know who.
You think you hear a sliver of accusation in her. Don't be paranoid. She's obviously talking about someone else, not...
I really don't want to talk about this. Let's just forget about this, okay?
Hostias. Hostias, y si le digo eso dice... De verdad que no quiero hablar de ello. Olvidémoslo todo. Olvidémoslo.
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
Hostias.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Hostias.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the whirling in rags when she was still working.
Muy buena pregunta, a ver qué pasa.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the steward thing happened.
Lo del págalo.
Just made me want to quit. Stuffed bird, the great steward. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac. I think you
Hostias.
said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there. Yes, well... Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I've seen so many assholes. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you... Well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3
Hasta me gustaba una de las...
I even liked one of those songs you kept listening
Pero ahora ya no, ahora la
no
odio.
more. I hate it now. We Go On by the O.O.
We Go On.
I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody. To hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea, and then screamed something about how you're a piece of shit human being, and why does anyone even let you work as a policeman? That you fire yourself, but you can't even do that. And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police dust. I won't even mention you waving your gun around.
Cómo bamboleaba su arma.
Threatening to sing karaoke. Threatening to kill yourself. The ones I had to rent out. Damn it, I don't remember what I did to your damn papers. I don't remember every little thing I do. Especially when there's a hurricane loose. It's your fault for losing them.
Something in you wants to immediately forget about this, as if there was a reason you threw them away.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst.
Es que nunca se va de Marchuki. Lamento todo el follón, Silvi.
God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
¿Qué más cantaba? Además de oh, estoy buscando cierta canción.
Wait, really? No, this is absolutely not
Me
true.
gusta
I
PARTE,
like
de
Art.
verdad que
I
sí.
really do. No, I was actually flattered. I've always liked him.
There's a pause. You can almost see her on the other side. The telephone cord quiet.
I didn't know
Hostia.
what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place. So I left without explaining. I should have told him maybe.
Uf. Me voy a poner una chaqueta. Digo el pijama, es que en la vida real hace frío. ¿Puedo decírselo? Es que decírselo... no es buena opción si es un gilipollas.
Right, well, are we almost done now, officer? All sorts of things. From disco, rock too. So much disco and rock. Which one would that be? Sad? I think the one you mean is the smallest church in San Sanj. Richard, that right up.
A ver, desmares... Ah, sí, sí, sí. Efectivamente.
Interesting. You still have to find it, however. You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st, come in.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him.
10-4, what's your status? Over. 10-18, 10-20, over. State your message, sir. Over. 10-9, repeat message, over. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to...
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and he...
He what? He lost his badge? Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
Dick Mullen.
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Diría esto, yo creo, la mejor opción.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and...
Oh goddamn it! Is he fucking kidding?
Satellite Officer Vikmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this started...
Mullen dicked us.
O sea, pensaba que era una tía, una yonki. Chester.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit.
Fuck me! Max, come here! You've got to hear this! Dick Mullen lost...
What's going on?
He lost his what? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge. He asked you to please stop.
Why? Did he find it?
Sergeant Orson was wondering if you found your badge yet.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it. 10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain. Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun too.
Parece que todo el mundo sabe que es un borrachón.
Sergeant Orson wants to know it.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
No tengo mi arma.
Okay, it's gone. Your gun is most definitely...
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Me la juego.
Even before you can get the words out, everything gets...
He says he didn't lose his gun. Or his phone, whatever that means.
Ask him to describe it. His gun, not his phone.
Satellite officer Maclay.
Oh, request a description. We'll give it. Describe the plasma gun.
It's a single-shot kill A9. An armistice, to be precise.
Says it's a kill armistice? What, is he a fucking...
Dear God, he lost his gun. Oh.
This isn't really a lot.
Mac can face a giant of Coco Noodle by himself. Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his...
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over. That's a negative, not...
What's he say?
He's...
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Sure have vanilla waffles with a... Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny.
Bueno, ya le he dado la vuelta al caso este y ahora me voy a pirar.
That you apologize for the claims you made about his mother. Over. Mac, he says you shouldn't have it.
Who?
Satellite officer V. I'm afraid he might be referring to...
Fire, water? He's lost it. Fuck it.
Satellite officer V. Ten-4, affirmative. Officer in pursuit of his flight.
Oh, God,
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can he do?
O sea, es el día 1. Solo han pasado pocos minutos. O sea, que es un juego largo.
It's robust, weatherproof, and well made. Lets you see things in the dark.
La linterna siempre es importante en la vida. Cortapernos.
The pry bar feels nice and cold, useful for opening all sorts of doors and you. The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheat. The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled.
There's no use pressing the hit button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Translation. Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive it.
This is the Kupris Kinema, my motor carriage.
Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something bad with a motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat.
Yes, sorry about that.
He says it, but very badly concealed. Nothing, nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up.
No, I'm afraid not. We have a murder case on our hands, remember? The Kupris motorcar does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering.
Vale, vámonos. Hostia, vaya cebollazos pega el juego a veces.
Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk. An off-key melody starts playing after.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid game. No, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. What?
A single beep indicates that the line has gone.
Me piro de aquí ya. El cuerpo debería estar aquí, ¿no? A ver, carapolla. ¿Este niño qué le pasa?
Kuno's got this. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing...
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what... I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Yeah, Kuno, right and lovely.
Kuno's riding at sea.
The rake! You should throw them...
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
The lens these kids are using, pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got. Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would have...
The usual being. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary? Or have you seen anything suspicious?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You had Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking Mesco or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City. Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant. Kuno's fuck gimp. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice. Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems...
Yeah, you tell the fact.
Looks like you're a faggot now, whatever that means. The suspicious question doesn't really work in antagonistic situations.
You're testing Kuno's...
Get lost!
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Kuno does... Kuno, pig? The fuck are you calling a thing?
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help! Help!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in aim, Kuno! Somebody, please! No! Get off, Kuno, you sick fat fuck! Look, I know you wanted to hit me. You got that, I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look. The Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look. I can. Kuno can smell that violent shit. I'm gonna fuck. You're nothing! You're a jack.
Kuno turned you into...
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack. Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
What is this then? A tool shed?
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying them. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
Not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no?
¿Qué haces?
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in. Then he turns back to the sad piece of fabric flapping in the wind.
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it? Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 major stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous.
Ay, coño, le iba a dar a saltar y lo he hecho mal.
Flapping in the wind.
Bueno. Da igual, aunque salte mal, pero ¿qué puede pasar?
No, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up there. You could have died there. Shit. I'm failing you.
Hey! What happened? I understand. We can always come back when we're feeling. It's just a cloak after all. What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into... Or it could be that we are just exploring.
Bueno, nada. No puedo ir hasta ahí, ¿no? Ahora no puedo.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught in the railing. No one.
Bueno, vámonos ya. O este podría saltar, este hijo puta. Oh, no. No me hace caso. A ver. Pues vamos a salir porque yo creo que ya he mirado todo.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Pero qué gilipollez, ¿cómo coño? Ah, tengo que subir la habilidad para llegar a hacer esto, supongo. No tiene sentido ahora mismo. Ay, gilipollas este.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in. I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
I come from the woods, good David.
You don't be traumatizing here. Get...
This trash container is locked. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too. What do you mean, feel?
The body is downwind from here.
Trash, food waste. We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage.
Ah, vale, que le he vuelto a dar mal.
From the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelict.
Abrirlo inmediatamente. Ah, vale. Tendremos que pedir una llave. Vale. Uno el retrasado este. A ver. Ah, vale, aquí solo llego hasta ahí.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl. You're fooling nobody.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now. Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance and biographies of famous people. Oh no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm. I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is...
There is stress and unease behind these words.
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being...
Behind her, the window has been
O sea, realmente todo el mundo es un poco sospechoso en este juego.
And some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
El edificio está maldito.
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go... Exactly, but we've been doing fine so far.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much...
Yes! Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir. Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir? Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
Bueno. Voy a ver objetos. Ay, no.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundai somewhere. Rows and rows of Hyundai men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Hyundai. The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hyundai novels.
Oh, Man from Hyundai. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do. What does it matter? They're all the same. However, the customer is always... If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hyundai, the Man from Hyundai. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
Claro, el de comprar el libro está bloqueado porque no tengo dinero. Umbral del olor, algún del dolor. A ver. Irte. Libros de regalo y caramelo fundido. Uy, esta cortina.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only. Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all...
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Vale. Estas cortinas
These
las voy a
shelves
abrir.
are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name, Dick Mullen, over and
Dick
over.
Mullen.
Crime fiction is a disgrace. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work. What's more, they complete not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf? You see Dick Mullen on the job. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the murder house. The final case of Dick Mullen. Oh no, turns out he fainted to solve a case. Yes, there's also Tragedy Call. After all this, you still haven't found an answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
A ver.
Your quick eye notices a worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic Hard-Boiled Phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder. Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals? Then this is the book for you.
Me voy. Oh, pues es que está lleno de libros.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a lot.
I would say...
Mayor inocencia.
Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history, religion...
Shelves full of biographies of famous people. Several maps have been attached to it. The maps look old and faded. Your eye. This large map, Ozone, Laurentide, Fas Ala. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Cayenne. In a bookstore, you can. On Cayenne, the ocean breaks apart. Connections to other. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars. Gods. Perhaps they are gods. The north coast to the east, Huron. It's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's so small. No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. Streets.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. That old thing. It's an out from when some designs...
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does it?
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
Hostia, es que si te pillan robando el mapa quedas como una mierda, ¿no? O no te ve desde ahí. ¿Me sirve para algo el mapa este? Luego lo robo en otro momento.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and bio. Amidst the point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health. So various paranatural books still litter the shelf.
No. Otro coñazo de libro. Todo el mundo sabe que lo más interesante de los fascistas era su magia. Ahora hablamos con la zorruna esta directamente.
Welcome to crime, romance and biography. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Un segundo, ¿me daría algo suelto?
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Es verdad, era ella, la misma zorrona. Sí, quiero comprar un libro.
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post, doing her job like a proper girl? Wonderful! Did you talk to her? Great! On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her? My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
No me parece correcta la forma que le está criando.
As a young girl should be, with the proper attitude, she'll have a bright financial future. as a young girl should be, with the proper attitude.
Vale, cambiamos de tema.
Scans the store.
Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Go, go. Get back there. The books await you. Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel...
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
Oh yes? How's my precious...
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then...
Pero tarde o temprano tendré que entrar aquí. Entonces...
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the...
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences.
Joder, entonces hay cosas paranormales.
Mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains. Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
Ni que hubieran asesinado ahí dentro.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so...
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery dark pit.
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before...
Talking is always good. Go see what she has. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Coño, que quiero entrar, hostia.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
A ver... Aquí aparece como que había chats, pero luego se ha quitado. Bueno, vamos allá.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. Only an echo. No one is there.
Tirar la puerta abajo. Si fallas puedes reintentarla. A ver. Me cago en su puta madre. Ahí va. ¿A qué me he llevado, macho?
Ah, shoot. Whose moronic idea was it to just run through the door? Don't you know that things like that hurt?
Are you alright? This looks...
What is going on there? Are you really... I warn you, don't tempt the spirits, officer.
It barely looks like you've done any damage. Only an echo. No one is there.
Vale. Mejora tu umbral del olor para intentar, vale. Umbral de dolor. ¿Eso está por aquí? ¿Cuántos puntos de nivel tengo? Ay. A ver.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
El gerente debería tener una llave. Vale. Me voy. Bueno, por lo menos ya he abierto esta mierda, que es lo que quería. Hostia, me he quedado aquí jugando mucho tiempo. Hostias. Agujeros de bala.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname. The fading marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions.
Where? There? Those are old. These bullets were fired during the revolution, over half a century ago. They do not work. Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Shall we go?
Eso es el hijo puta. A ver.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary. This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob.
Vale. Ya le he dado.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk, the ring of metal. The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry. Different blues and the lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out. Really? I don't have the...
Pues no, vaya.
A sturdy metal door guards the sap. The door rattles against your knuckles. But the door rattles again. But this time, you...
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside. Doesn't matter who I am. Now, the police. Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No. I'll go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
Backyard door. There must be another entrance to the east. The door rattled.
Stop banging on the door! The police? No. Go check.
Backyard door.
Madame, I assure you, we are...
There is no reply. Just faint, sweeping sounds. A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her set.
Good morning, Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCN. I meant you, the Revachol Citizens Militia, the police. Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded. I'm glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can...
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that it...
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full Why, yes I am. Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around? I mean, we are on Le Caillou, are we not? We are, and the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou. I haven't seen anyone else drive as...
Actually, that motor carriage is... It's for crossing long distances,
Neither is this.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat because she's rich. Why what? Stop thinking. Take her down. Have it your way.
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is. It's a pleasure craft, a 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for my sloop. I like it a lot. It's the eel.
I'm enjoying.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Good. What we do? I'm afraid
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
The Pine's core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil. I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you.
$1 billion?
$20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments.
Bueno.
A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. They started as an exploration, centuries of care, deliberation, and madness.
She nods.
Hostia, ¿y esto? Parece rica, ¿me daría algo de dinero? Puede tomarse la broma, ¿no?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy. Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub. A well-kept, yet tastefully short bob of dark hair, positively statued, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes. Now look at you, you misery-clad simian. Barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of boons precedes you. You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too... Oh.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
¿Has oído hablar de mí? Voy a intentarlo.
I'm sorry. It just doesn't come out of your mouth.
Lo siento, es que no sale de tu boca, lo que sí sale es...
Excuse me? I didn't hear you.
What you meant to say was...
Bueno, lo hemos intentado.
Of course, detective. Take care.
Es como que es un acomplejado de la vida, ¿no?
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Espérate que aquí... Míralo.
Yes? There must be another way into the building.
Hostia, se ha subido el volumen de pronto. Vale. Gorro naranja de vagabundo. Me voy a poner el gorro naranja. ¿Esto qué es? Aquí, esto es una puerta. ¿Cómo coño salgo de aquí, por cierto? Cago en su puta madre.
Parrot.
Pig's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out. Then why are you sneaking up?
Joder. A ver, quiero irme ya de aquí. Era por aquí, ¿no? Sí. A ver, voy a ponerme esto. Reacción, nerviosillo. Joder, pero no hay una tienda de ropa. Ahora sí, esta querrá hablarme.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your... But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old. You must forgive me. I'm getting so... I'm Lena.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Whatever do you mean? Sequence killers? Oh my.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree. I can assure you, with absolute certainty.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie. Thank you, but perhaps another time. Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad. Oh my. You know where we are, right? That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rats cafeteria itself located? Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol. Yes, and Revachol? Yes, great. See? How would I even... I haven't seen... Speaking of history, you know what year it is. Yes? That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Her relief is palpable.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Actually, we are not. You could say that about almost any other nation, but not Revachol. Try it one more time, officer. What mode of government? Nope. Sadly.
Meaning, buying is voting.
Oh dear. And you were doing so well, but we should stop for...
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Someone more educated?
No.
Of course. Then, I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez. Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your,
You've got guns of steel and a chiseled jaw. Somewhere under the bloated alcohol layer. Maybe she'd like to sponsor you.
You must be joking.
It's not easy to assert your right.
Interesting idea. This Evra sounds powerful. Maybe you can wrangle some.
Oh, I'm sure you would make a wonderful gigolo, dear. With those strong arms of yours, but welfare checks aren't all they cracked up to be. My husband and I are barely scraping by.
Your deportment remains dignified as you shed a single man.
Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but...
un pin me ha dado, hija de puta.
I could give you this to pawn. Just
De oro.
tide you over.
Hostias.
Wonderful. He has a pin.
The pin is rep. You could totally sell this pin for cash.
It's easy. You bring a valuable item to a pawnbroker, who then gives you money for it. You can get it back later for us. Cross the plaza and follow the road along the coast. Down by the water, there'll be a shack nestled against an old stone facade.
Items that can be pawned at Bird's Nest Roy's appear in your inventory under the Items tab. You can pawn these items when talking to Roy.
You're quite welcome, dear. I hope you're able to pawn that old trinket. Of course, dear. I just wish I could have done more. Of course, dear.
Qué fuerte, chaval. Joder, vale 3.20, que es bastante. ¿Cómo? En la mano derecha llevo esta bolsa. Equípala para recoger la basura. Esto. Hostia, y esto.
Can I help you? Mine? No.
Thank you for clearing.
Why? To keep that.
I thought as much.
Well, yes.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
What do you...
It concerns the case. Please go.
Just bring them back once you're done, please. What theme? What are you, cook now? That's none of your business. You're not. You're a menace. Fine, okay. What are you, cook now? That's none of your... He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with... Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed. What?
By the way, you should come back with this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later. That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? An hour would have been bad. 2 hours is mystical. You have truly wiped out all trace of yourself if you haven't thought about rum and lemonade yet. Maybe later. What is this? Casual Friday? What's with the lackadaisical laxman attitude? You used to be... What?
No quiero.
Man? You used to be... Get your drink on and your act together.
Por cierto, quiero guardar ya. Guardar partida. Nuevo guardado. Y me salgo. Bueno, pues voy a parar la transmisión y ya otro día vuelvo. Ahora tengo muchos juegos que puedo descargar, entonces iré probando. A ver qué tal.